Hey everyone, this is Ian. Thank you again for joining me on my channel. So today, if you can realize, we are back in our garage because we're actually going to be giving a review on this air pump. So our friends over at Airmoto reached out to us saying if we wanted to try out their air pump. And though they sent it to us for free, we are not at all getting paid to give our honest thoughts and opinions on this pump. So actually my dad has been using this a lot more this morning than I have, so let's go over to him so he can explain a little bit how it works.
So when we first got this, I was a little skeptical. You know, it's a little pump. If you actually look at it, it's about the size of my hand. But after giving it a try, I actually really liked it for what Ian and I do. We have several bicycles and dirt bike as well. Now I will say I didn't try it on a car. The instructions say you can try it on a car. We did not try it on a car, so we tried it for what we use. And we mainly use it on bicycles and motorcycles, and it worked really well for what we use. I would say I probably would not take this on the trail, probably small enough to fit in your backpack, but I would not take it on the trail. But in addition to our shop or even leaving it in our truck, I think it would work great. Also, it comes with some accessories if you want to fill up like balls or inflatable toys, and it also comes with a USB-C and its own little baggie. But actually, let me just show you how it works so you guys can make up your own mind. So this is how it works. If you actually turn it upside down, there's this little button that pushes out the tube here. And all you got to do is screw it in. The hose, well, I don't know why I said tube. So you screw in the hose. You just hold the power for a few seconds and you can see it turns on. And something I want to show you, we're actually green, it still shows full. I actually used this yesterday, fill up 4 bicycle tires, and I'm still full, so that's pretty cool. One thing that it has also, for those of you working in darker conditions, if you hold the top button for a few seconds, you'll actually turn on an LED. You can see it has an LED light, which is pretty cool. I don't know how much it'll eat up the battery, but it's a good feature if you want to have that. So there's a few settings. By going through the settings button here, there's ball mode. That's a custom setting. That's for cars, and like I said, we did not try it on cars. That's a motorcycle, so you can actually use it on motorcycles. And then it takes you to bicycle, and then if you scroll through, it'll just take you through the same cycle again. There we are on bicycles. And now what you do is you just set the PSI to what you want, and whatever you set it last, it'll stay there. We're here on Ian's bicycle, and just to show you how it works, I'm gonna try it on Ian's bike. He runs 27 on the rear wheel, so what you would do is you'd hit the plus to get it to 27. That's it. And now you get it and you put it in and you just tighten it in. You go to where it's snug. It's actually very smooth. It works fairly simple. And now this is one thing I really like. So you see it set at 27. All you got to do is hit the start button and it'll actually fill up 27 and it'll stop when it hits the 27 psi. So this is what you do. You hit start and there you go. And you can see we're at 20 psi and it's going to bring it up to 27. And that's it. And you can see it says done and it stopped at 27 psi. So all you have to do is now you unscrew it and that's it. Something I really like that we used to work a lot is I used to use my hand pump and then use my digital gauge as a backup. And I've learned it's actually pretty accurate. So here's my digital gauge. You can see it's zeroed out, and I'll show you what the digital gauge says. 26 psi, so it's only off by 1 psi, and I've tried it other times and I've gotten it right on the exact number or off by 1 psi at most. So I'd say it's very, very accurate, where I don't need to double check with my digital pump anymore, a digital gauge, because it's pretty much on the money. So I'm going to show you now how it works on a bike that takes more psi. So here we are now on my gravel bike. Now this tire, I run it with 55 psi. So you can see it's still at 27 from doing Ian's bicycle. So all I got to do is hit the plus and you can hold it and it'll actually cycle through quickly the way you just saw that. But I want to bring it up to 55 psi. So we're almost there. And there's 55 psi. You can see I'm still in bicycle mode. Now I have tried other modes and it'll fill up the tires, but I've noticed bicycle actually works pretty good and has a higher psi. So we're still in bicycle mode. You can see I'm still green. So same thing, you just put this in and you tighten it to where it gets snug. And that's it. Now once we're ready, I just hit the start button. And you can see the bike was at 36 psi, so it's going to work its way up to 55. There you go, 55 psi says done. Now something to point out, now the battery went to yellow, but this is after doing, I believe, 6 tires now. So it's gone from green to yellow, but that's all there is. So it's not bad, and also this is rechargeable, so no need to buy batteries. But again, just to show you how accurate this is, it was at 55 psi. I'm going to use my digital gauge. It's zeroed out, and let's see. 54. Like I said, it's off by 1 psi at most, so it's actually really good. Besides getting a little hot, which I would probably take a break in between filling up tires, it was really well for what we use it for. All right, so now we're over here at my dirt bike, and just for reference, this is a 21-inch front rim off my dirt bike. Now something I want to show you guys is up here, since we're going over to Schrader, you can actually hold the bottom and twist the top and it comes off. This is the adapter if you're doing Presta valves. So that's the adapter, and now it's set up for Schrader. So we're a motorcycle setting. You can see it auto sets to 27. Now I actually run low pressure on my dirt bike tires, so I'm just going to adjust it to what I like to run on my dirt bike. And on my front rim, I like to run 15 psi on my dirt bike. So I'm going to scroll that down to 15 psi. So for now, for the Schrader valve, now that I removed the adapter for the Presta, this just comes in, same process like we did earlier, and it just screws in till it's snug. And once it's in, we just hit the start button. And there it is. You see how flash is done? So now it's at 15 psi. I can unscrew this, and also this, if you forget to power it off, it actually turns off by itself. So
you said after like 3 minutes?
Yeah, it's about 3 minutes. So now I get my digital gauge again just to compare. You can see I zeroed it out, and now let's see. Oh, we got to switch this over to Presta. There you go, 15 psi. Again, I'm actually very impressed with the accuracy, but that's all 3. We did mountain bike tire, we did the gravel bike, and then I did the dirt bike, and so far this thing's been working great.
So overall, we are both very impressed with how well this pump worked out. It made filling up the tires so much easier. I feel like it'd be very helpful if you have a lot of tires that you need to fill up all at once, or if your tires are very low to begin with, so you don't need to waste as much time and energy using maybe a manual pump. Also, how accurately it filled up the tires, and how we don't really need to go and double check with the digital gauge to make sure it's right. And the ease of use of the pump. It was very easy to understand. It wasn't too overcomplicated, and it was just really easy to use. It seems like a great addition to have, and if you're interested in buying one, it is available on Amazon, or you can check our link in the description to get one at a discounted price. So if you enjoyed, please leave a like and subscribe if you're brand new, and now I'll see you in our next adventure.